Hi, tonight we're going to talk about synchronicity. Synchronicity is an experience where two or more occurrences happen in a meaningful way, but not the cause or the effect of the other. The similarity between coincidence and synchronicity is that they are both two or more actions that are related. The difference is that a coincidence is by chance, while synchronicity is in the presence of a deeper consciousness. For people on the spiritual path, this is a moment in time when the inner attention becomes aware of a union with the universe. It can take place anywhere with anyone, and is an indication that the spiritual seeker is on the right path. It is a sign that tells us if we transform the inside, the outside will change over as well. Synchronicity points to a connection between the one universal energy and divine grace, because we don't have to ask for help, it is given freely. We just have to calm, and we just have to be open, calm, and aware, to go with the flow, to encounter synchronicities, and be guided by the unified field behind the material universe. Carl Jung, who coined the word, said, "Synchronicity is an ever-present reality for those who have eyes to see." This means we need to align with the energy flowing around us instead of demanding the flow to go the way we want it to. We don't construct our calling, our destiny, or our future because we are just taking part in the revealing of it. Rumi sums it up in one of his poems. "Yet let yourself be silently drawn by the strange pull of what you really love. It will not lead you astray." Synchronicity is not just a once-in-a-lifetime experience. It is a bringing together of the physical and spiritual, the subjective and objective realms. As Christians, we say everything is a blessing at the perfect time so we can grow and learn. It does not matter what we call it: divine presence, grace, magic, universal energy, nature, the kingdom of God, or the collective consciousness, because we just have to tune into it. It is not about knowledge, but putting ourselves in a state that is beyond the mind, and it does not matter what technique we use to become aware. Deep prayer, contemplation, meditation, fasting, yoga, art, music, sports, working out, or other things like running, all alter our consciousness. The technique does not matter, but regular spiritual practice does. Otherwise, we only experience coincidence every once in a while. Call it prayer field, mindfulness, or awareness. We need to be in this state of consciousness, a constant alertness to be in the flow and see occasions happening in our favor. Albert Einstein said, "The intellect has little to do on the road to discovery. There comes a leap in consciousness, call it intuition or what you will. The solution comes to you and you don't know how or why." We need a channel. When needed, a channel opens up so the resources are accessible at the right time for maximum effect. We just need to be aware that everything happens for a reason. If we are not aware, events happen psychologically or spiritually that bring us to the light and intuitive knowledge. The mystery that surrounds our lives, the synchronistic events, are spiritual koans that provide us with a spiritual experience. The process of synchronicity, where two or more experiences connect beyond cause and effect, creates meaning. This meaning focuses our mind so we see more and more connections in the physical world, as we become aware, listening attentively to everything. We don't fight our difficulties as if we are an adversary or competitor, but become conscious that they are to help us reach our potential. Our destiny is not something we reach at the end of the road, because it is always with us, and its wisdom does not come with intellectual research. That is why many elders are not wise and have little to pass on to the next generation. Wisdom is mindfulness, being fully present in the moment beyond rational thought, where our body, mind, and soul are synchronized. In the here and now, we come across reality as it is, and not as we anticipate or demand it to. We understand that the universe is inside us, as we are a part of it, and that to be at peace in the universe, we have to be at peace within ourselves. Rumi, in his poem, tells us how to do this. You have no need to travel anywhere. Journey within yourself. Enter a mind of rubies and bathe in the splendor of your own light. Synchronicity is a way of experiencing with our soul, body, and mind that when in harmony leads us to wisdom and contact with a peace greater than we have ever known. These three things in harmony bring the convergence of love, peace, and happiness with a deeper understanding of life that triggers a profound awareness. Awakening to the present moment, centered in your consciousness, we deeply observe every event happening right now as a teacher, opening us to wisdom. The universe is constantly whispering to us with synchronicities choreographed by the consciousness we call God. Awakening to this present in deep prayer or contemplation, beyond mouthing the words most think is praying, we say words and prayers because we are not at peace in our mind. So hopefully the words quiet the mind so we can center ourselves beyond thought in consciousness. God is consciousness and not separate from us, but the entirety of everything vibrating together. The collective consciousness, another statement Carl Jung coined. Nothing limits our consciousness except our fear and beliefs, so we need to step outside our comfort zone and trust we are eternally safe in the consciousness of God. Yoda said, train yourself to let go of everything you fear to lose. Rumi said, I looked in the temples, churches, and mosques, but I found the divine within my heart. Consciousness does not care about beliefs, rules, drama, or misleading prayers spoken out loud to manipulate others that hear them, including our minds. God is a vibration that aligns with the things, people, and conditions that correspond with the frequency we are putting out. It all depends on how we observe things, and not how we think they exist. We co-create and participate in our unfolding. Lao Tzu said in a poem, watch your thoughts, they become words. Watch your words, they become actions. Watch your actions, they become habits. Watch your habits, they become character. Watch your character, it becomes your destiny. Synchronicity works with the collective consciousness and our unit consciousness as a catalyst towards fulfillment of our destiny. It starts with our emptiness. Then we have an intuitive leap in understanding, whispers from the soul, butterflies, gut feelings, and dreams that lift the veil and opens our awareness. This shifts our observations to what makes us happy and gives us meaning in life, helping us to perceive the truth and love. It causes breakthroughs in perception, from mind to consciousness, and a deeper understanding that leads to the expansion of our awareness in unity and bliss. We find peace and start to actually enjoy life and the unfolding of who we truly are, awakening to a pace where everything feels right. The string of events is called synchronicity, composed by our collective consciousness to give us helpful assistance both psychologically and spiritually. Carl Jung said that everything that irritates us about others can also help us to understand ourselves. He also said the meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances because there is a reaction. Both are transformed. We can call it the chemistry of life, where there are no accidents or coincidences, because everything has meaning internally and externally in the unified field of love. When we shelve our beliefs and are open to all possibilities, we have the clarity to perceive God sending messages in the moments of synchronicity. When our body, mind, and soul work as one, our consciousness is whole and expands to a higher plane of awareness. Thank you.